I didn't realize your kids were. I just bumped into your daughter.
That's what I'm saying. See, this is good. I feel like we should have always recorded just like this.
Well, we've been missing out in the last 5 years.
Oops.
6 years, potentially.
Even through Zoom, like, just have each one of us with a laptop in front of us, but sitting on the same couch.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
Yeah. They do that stuff like at work. They do that where it's like, oh, let's have similar backgrounds, and it all looks like we're in the same room situation.
Like we're all in paradise. We all got the same waves in the background.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
But this is nice. I think this is cozy.
It is. I feel good.
Intimate.
I'm not gonna lie. I gave myself the best seat.
The chaise. I know words. Yeah, chaise lounge.
Is that what that's called?
I think so, right?
No, it's the long leg lounge. I wish I had that, man. I gotta resort to bracing my knees up on top of my leg, which is nice. I look good, no doubt about that. But still, though, it'd be kind of nice if I was able to stretch my legs out.
You could have an ottoman. With the ottoman, you can put your feet up on there.
Yeah, that's like...
I could move it.
That's all good, man. That's all good, man. But thank you for offering. I appreciate that.
Proper Ebonics.
And also, thank you for watching. It's Proper Ebonics. Proper Ebonics.
We're in the building, man. This is a very special episode.
Yeah, man. It's special. It's something that they could play in their background. You know, people have the fire lodge in the background. They're trying to sleep or get intimate with their Dijon. This kind of like that. We're at fire log.
Yo, this episode, we have the legendary. I should have my phone on silent before I give you a dope intro.
It's a soundtrack to it.
We have the legendary.
Cut that out.
The infamous.
Yeah.
The talented, the organized, very organized,
jiu-jitsu specialist,
comedian, producer, utility man, husband, the very funny Pat George is in the building.
Bang bang, yeah.
Those are that was a lovely intro, even with the phone, the chimes and everything. I didn't realize I don't think. I think the thing is like when you. When you said all those things, I was like, holy shit, I actually do a lot of those things. But I was like, I'm like a jack of all trades, master of like not even one of those.
Like 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. Yeah, maybe I'm all right at 2. Right?
You're a master husband.
Yeah. Yes, I'm pretty good at being a husband.
Pretty good at being a husband and pretty good at jiu-jitsu.
I'm okay at jiu-jitsu. Don't ask me any of the names. I don't know any of the names of the moves.
You're like a purple belt, right?
Yeah, it probably should be more embarrassing for me to say that, but hey, I'm an artist. I'm a martial artist.
Oh my goodness, man. Do they have what's like the wildest color belt they have? Like, do they have any like gold belts or like
I
beige?
Think coral belt would be braided belt would be. Coral belt is like red. Like they go past black belt after a while. And there's only like I think like a handful of coral belts. And coral to me sounds like it should be like seafoam, but it's red.
How can they go past black? That's not fair.
I
thought that was
that's
the
what
limit.
I said. Yeah, they go.
They always find the way.
Yeah,
they always find the way.
Always trying to outdo us.
I was hoping you were going to say like a tie-dye belt.
Hey, if anybody was going to wear a tie-dye belt, it would be me. But thank you very much for inviting me to do the podcast. I think I did it once with Chris William as a Buddha boy.
I remember.
But now I feel like a Buddha man. And I honestly, it really was cool to do a in-person like this. So thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Yeah, man.
The people need to know you're moving. So we figured let's go out with a bang.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Have a great episode.
Bruce Pat, if you could play the Pat Goes to Texas music, if you could play that really quick.
And I want you to know, every time you ask that, I say I can. So it's been playing the whole time.
Yeah, trust me, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it once said it. Yeah.
Yo, I actually been watching episodes now.
Oh really? Oh really?
And you do play music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got a good show.
Every time. I
had no idea.
Yeah.
So every
you
time
thought it was just a bit I did.
I did.
It's been kind of, you know how like Kirk always has these incredible like writing prompts that he comes up with where he's like, oh, we're gonna read a new story and then write 13 jokes for each new story.
Right.
Every day.
Every day for a month. You know what I mean?
That's a move right there.
It's like I have I'm dedicated that every time Kirk gives me some kind of direction in the show, I do my best to give I come up with a new jingle each time for a thing. And I specifically try to find loops and music that coincide with the words that you've used to say the Texas. So if that was going to Texas music, I'm going to be looking for like snare drum that has something to do with the word going. You know what I mean?
So you're making the beat?
Yeah. Well, no, the loops. I find loops and stuff like that. I work hard, but not that hard.
If Spotify and copyright infringement, which is such a pain, you could play some like Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, that was an issue we ran into. That's why I started doing a lot of the making a lot of the loop stuff, or we had
to create our own. Beds. We were having a gay old time. We were playing Madonna. Mm-hmm. We were playing Shabba Ranks. Yeah, a lot of Shabba Ranks. The first 12 episodes was all Shabba Ranks.
Also, Kirk's favorite, what's his face, Jack Harlow.
Jack,
I hate Jack Harlow.
Man, hate's a strong word, and you do not hate Jack Harlow.
I don't hate Jack Harlow. Okay?
You hate Macklemore.
No, I actually like Macklemore. I'm a Macklemore fan. You know that?
I think I did know that actually.
We both thrift shop.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, okay, I don't hate Jack though, but I just strongly dislike what he brings to the music business. But go ahead.
Through the night.
Yeah,
I like that one. I think I requested that song 3 times.
Yeah, there's been and a lot of those songs I was like, man, this is a good fucking song.
Yeah.
I put on the playlist. I bought who's the guy? Not 50 Cent.
Ja Rule.
Tony Ayo.
I think
it was Tony Ayo.
It might have been one of those songs that I added. No, The Game. The Game. It was a song by The Game that you suggested that I was like I have in my library still in my iTunes. That's in my hype list.
Yeah.
Hype playlist. Also, some made to the guard passing day list when I play jiu-jitsu. There's been some songs that it's basically, and I never can take credit for it because I always go yeah, my buddy Kirk suggested that.
No,
my friend Kirk.
But he suggested it, but you come up with it and you laid the wax.
Yeah, that's true. I do procure the playlist, but yeah, I do appreciate the challenge of the music prompts and everything.
Yeah, I do it intentionally. We want to get into a few things with you, Pat, but how are you going with the moving process? If you share what you're comfortable with, but what can you tell the people about your move that maybe watching this in Texas right now? What can they expect about Big Pat?
Well, currently it is a lot. No, we've got an apartment picked out. We've got the pod about halfway packed. We got until the weekend to get it filled up because it's shipping out.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're loading up the cats onto the car, and then we're making a drive from Harrisburg to Austin.
Yeah, you're gonna drive with cats in the car.
Cats in the car.
Oh my goodness.
Cats on board.
So you pack a litter box, or you walk them?
So we have what's known as the baby tent, Alan. I appreciate you asking. It's a 2-chambered cat tent kind of thing that
cat RV.
Sounds like a jungle gym for cats.
It's essentially a jungle gym that you can kind of strap to the back seat, like those things that you can put in the back seat for dogs to make sure the hair doesn't go everywhere.
Right.
Nope.
Yep, I figured. Kirk,
you get them at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, exactly. Or sometimes
TJ Cats.
if you go to Marshall's, they might be there. But it's like a thing I got on Amazon that's like a 2-chambered thing. It has a little hammock thing, and then another spot where you can put a litter box there. But that's for in case of emergencies or something like that. I feel like we're gonna only do that if they stop, when we stop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you may need to walk the cats. You may need to pull over a Sunoco and walk the cats.
Yeah, or put on the child locks and let them walk around the back or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you get tired, let one of the cats drive.
yeah, that'd be. I really wanted to try to do like Lemaire did. I know that's probably the first time I ever said anything like that. I wanted to try to just drive all the way through, but I think it is literally 24 hours.
Lemaire did that?
24 hours straight?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think it's like 22 or 24 from where we live, to go straight. And then with directly, not stops, but you have to stop. And
that's crazy.
Lemaire's a wild guy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me if you said who did that? It's Lemaire, but that's such a wild move right there.
Yeah.
Salute.
But so Dom is not on board with that. So we're gonna split it up into a couple days. Our move-in day there is like the 13th, and then it's just feet to the floor. Everybody keeps asking me if I have work lined up, and I'm like, no.
We weren't going to put you in pressure spot with asking that sort of question. That's you already got a lot of stuff on your plate already. You got cats to deal with.
I got 3 cats. I got 3 cats to feed. Okay. Yeah, pet-friendly hotels on the way there. That's the next goal. That's our next move. And cleaning the existing apartment.
In terms of, so not necessarily like work to do out there, that stuff kind of comes naturally. What would you say you're most excited for, whether it be work-related or just like, oh, the shop is out here? What are you looking forward with Texas?
A new challenge, like a new place to be. And I think also the location of it being a different time zone. I've never lived in a different time zone before. I don't even know if I've really visited it for longer than like less than an hour, negative an hour or whatever. But I feel like that's cool. But I also like, I'm really excited to put the work that I've put in over the past 10 years, like to work, like kind of to really challenge myself, improve myself. With like comedy. I want to find my place in comedy. I know I have something to offer, and I feel like Austin is the place to figure it out. Like, and I have a good social or a good like a support group there existing with like the Panties guys and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm excited to create stuff with my pals in like a very big, if not the biggest market right now.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the fun things you guys get to do, like go like shooting ranges, paintball guns. You get them into jiu-jitsu.
I'm excited to choke Andy out. He keeps saying like he wants to train with me and stuff like that. I'm excited to challenge people to fight and beat them up. That would be cool too. But that's like that, that's down here. But yeah, Andy or even Lemaire, any of them. Like I want to put together. My goal, honestly, is the weirdest thing that's not even comedy based. I want to put together a grappling tournament of all comedians. I guess it is comedy based, but
it's grappling based.
Grappling based, but it's comedy flair. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I want to like have it just be like a unique, weird comedy event. But that's down the road.
I don't trust these comedians, man. These comedians are gonna get grappled up. Many of them are gonna get pop boners. I feel like that's the thing.
Yeah, they're degenerates for sure. Yeah, I'm worried about Andy's boners, but
There should be grappling when there's comedian beef. That'd be dope. Wrestling,
arm wrestling, thumb wrestling, any kind of grappling whatsoever. I support 100%. Martial arts.
You could do like on a stage at a comedy club, just like bouts. Mm-hmm. People pay to come see that.
Yeah, and not just like they're like like a roast battle. Like no. Like that guy's gonna fight that guy.
Yeah.
Like it's could be anything from combat jiu-jitsu, which is jiu-jitsu where they kind of like open hand strike each other. Don't call it slapping.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy that does it, and I said I call it slapping, and I was like, well, what's that? What's
wrong?
Hand right there.
What's wrong with slapping? Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, it's not backhanding, but it's like, and he's like, don't call it slapping. I was like, okay. I was like, then is it when you tap? Is that a strike? Is that something too, or
it's utilization?
Striking me? Ow! Stop hitting me! Ouch! I thought you were giving up, but turns out you were hitting me.
It's just a love strike.
Yeah. So anything. So if anybody wants to combat jiu-jitsu and box my ears, or but yeah, I'm excited just to create stuff in a really cool big market.
Yeah. I don't know if I've asked you this before or anything like that, but are you worried at all about fainting? You're gonna be in some hot weather.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very hot. Summertime's coming around.
I thought you meant from like seeing all the famous people. Like, oh my God, it's Joe Rogan, the vapors.
I mean, seeing Joe Rogan in a heat wave, that's sure shot of fainting.
It would
so you gotta be careful of that too. But
if I'm at the shooting range, I just make sure it's on, the safety's on. But no, I don't know if you know this, my friend, but I am bred or not really. I'm tempered in the South.
Well, yeah, you got the Florida and all that stuff too, man. But Texas,
I know it's
different wave.
I don't like the mugginess. The heat I can handle, I guess, but it's mugginess. So like, I think I'm prepared for it. I'm not looking forward to it. I think I might be at a point where I need to get rid of the party and just go all business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
go bald.
I think this is starting to.
Yeah.
I know what your opinion is of it. I can see the judgment on your face. You're like, you basically went. I thought you were reaching for your clippers.
Yeah. I'll cut it if you want me to cut it right now.
No. Not right now. I'm not ready to give
content.
I'm going to... that would be pretty funny. The finale. Alan shaves Pat's head.
Wait, I didn't know you had, like, convictions about his hair. I thought it was the opposite, where you're like, yo, don't cut your hair. You're going to look like a skinhead.
Oh.
No, I mean if you cut it like the top or the sides is that all the way around.
Yeah,
you guys have conversations about each other's hair like this?
No, but I'm saying he has a mullet.
I just know Alan. Yeah, I have a mullet. Yeah, I know Alan doesn't like he would not suggest if you were to give him a top 10 of haircuts to suggest. I don't even think mullet makes 11.
I would put like bald head with like swastika stick tattoo before I had a mullet.
Yeah, it would be like, hey, we can do a spider web on your shoulder or on your elbow and a teardrop over here. But like, I feel like it's just like it's like a dedication that I'm not willing to stick with. I guess with the hair.
So what happened is the heat will hit you, and you'll be ready to cut it. I remember I used to have braids. I think Iverson had the braids, and I was like middle school, and I went down south to my mom's house in Georgia, and my hair was out. It wasn't in braids, and it was so hot. I'll never forget it. And that was the day I was like, yeah, I'm cutting my hair.
Yeah.
I'm cutting my hair.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to be like a day in Texas where it's like the third day. Because we're moving in July. So it's like we moved to Pennsylvania in February. And we're moving to Texas in July. And it's like if like the third or fourth day of like 106 heat, I think we're going to be like, yeah, just fucking shave my head.
Why stop there?
Yeah.
Why stop? Like I'm currently people may know this when they talk to me on the streets. I'm growing my pubic area out, sort of thing, for various reasons, all thing like that. I will say during summertime though, that gets difficult.
Yeah.
You may need to like shave that part off too.
Well, Kirk, not to TMI this, but I'm okay.
Already in the building.
I'm
already in the building.
Already in the TMI building, walking the front door.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Or the back door, however you want to.
It's mainly business. This is what I'm saying. Business, all business down here.
Yeah, my dad was just telling me that.
What?
Yeah, my dad was just. I didn't ask him either.
Wait, what are you talking about, man? Dad told you what?
He did. So he was telling me that like he was like yeah, I have hair nowhere sort of thing, and he made it sound like he was just talking about his beard. He's like, no, I gotta know where I'm at. Don't worry about it.
He clarified like no.
He lifted up his shirt, showed the chest.
Why?
I was like, yo, you don't need to do anything else. Like I believe you could have just said I don't have any chest hair.
Reaching for his belt line. Yeah. You're like hey. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, why he wants you to know so bad?
Some people like being smooth. I don't know why he wanted to let me know that.
That's the part I'm saying though. Like it's not like you his lady.
Yeah, it was Father's Day weekend though.
So he was he a little turnt? Or is he like
for this one he was sober.
Really?
Yeah, he was sober for this one.
That's even worse.
Does he still have dreads?
No, he
has had no hair anywhere.
Oh. No. So he has.
I was thinking. Well, that's why I was like, oh, he's like, oh, by the way, not just the dreads.
No,
he has no eyebrows.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. No, he has hair. He has braids. Okay. That's where all the hair is transplanted to, but nowhere else. So,
okay.
You and my dad, you got that in common.
He shaved it off and then just sewed it into his hair.
Fellas, if you're balding, there's an other way. People do like those treatments and the supplements, all that stuff. You gotta be careful with those. Apparently, a lot of those Rogaine supplements, they can affect your penis.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't know. I'm just going bald. I've been had it in my mind. I'm light on type a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to go bald and let it go.
Yeah, that's the move right there.
Same. Sorry, I was just saying same.
Yeah, no, that's I thought I was balding. I mean, I guess I am. Like my hair was thinning back when I had like shorter hair and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I've had that afro for a while, like shorter hair, whatever. And then I got lazy and just stopped shaving it myself. And then I was like, I guess I could still do an afro, and I can. So yeah, man, who knows? I'm just gonna rock out with it, but I'm not gonna do supplements.
Yeah, every once in a while when I catch this angle, like right here, I'm like, whew, yeah, that's it's not long for this world to party. But I think if anything, I don't know. I think I'll just go hats and maybe like a sensible man's haircut.
Yeah,
something like that. It's been I went for such a long time just getting haircuts in my kitchen from my mom that like when I moved away from Florida 10 years ago, like it was like, where do I get a haircut? Then I was just like asking my wife, like, can you shave my head or can I just? And then actually, I don't know if you probably met me at this time. I had like just really long hair. I just stopped getting haircuts.
I think when I first met you, I had some long hair.
Yep. It's all one length for the longest time, either long or short. So
maybe it's smooth
fun topics.
when you go out to Texas, maybe braid the hair.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Just the whole thing, like all the way back, or just back here?
I'm thinking like 4 braids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I could do that. I asked Dominique to braid my hair all the time, and every time she says she doesn't know how.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Go bald. Go bald. That's what I say.
So either braids or shave my head.
Yeah, ultimately the decision's up for you, but I think that could be the move right there.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Topic time.
Topic time.
All right, topic time. No more Texas talk. Only topic time.
Texas is going to be infused in conversation because I'm intrigued by Texas and all that stuff, and people are intrigued by Texas, but we're also intrigued by topics. Alan, what kind of topic you want to touch on?
I want to touch on. I don't want to touch on this topic by saying touch on, but performing in front of kids.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's right.
You said performing in front of your kids. Now I assume you want to talk about that because I did that the other day and you were there.
We were at a show in Delaware. Shout out to the Crooked Hammock.
Yep.
I almost called it the Ha Ha Hammock, but I think
that's what I call it.
I think that's what I called it on stage.
That's the name of the show, the Ha Hammock.
Yeah, but I thought the venue was called the Ha Ha Hammock, and it's like I think I said on stage like so nice to be at the Ha Ha Hammock. But we did a show out there. Shout out to Delaware and all that stuff, man. And I came through, and your kids were there. I haven't seen your kids in like 5 years.
That's not true, is it?
Since COVID, I can't recall last time I saw your kids.
Yeah, I think it's been a while, and I don't post them online. So I did post them on Father's Day, but I photoshopped my face over theirs.
For those of you who can't see, Alan has a large pillow over here, and it's with him and his kids, but it's his face on his kid's face. He commits to the bit.
Yeah, but I said it before. That's the most pressure ever. It's performing in front of my kids. Nobody else gonna be that nervous.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what because I feel like you're pretty lax about a lot of things that I typically will get me more anxious about. But I didn't know if that's something you'd be like chill about. But it sounds like you did have a little bit of anxiety.
No, I always do because they talk trash. So if I don't do well, so it's just like pressure to do well. If I don't do well, then it's like, you should quit.
Like family members in general is hard, but I can't imagine if it was like your children and like are you scared of just not making them happy or like not making the crowd happy? Like,
well, that's the thing though. Me not making the crowd happy is bombing.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
So then, I got to make the crowd happy. If everybody in the crowd is laughing, except for my kids, then I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah.
But if nobody's laughing,
then they're gonna be like, "We're right."
It's gonna be a long ride home.
I asked them before. I was like, "You guys gonna heckle Alan?" And they didn't say anything. They just kind of smiled. I was like, "Oh damn, they may heckle Alan."
They're like, "What's heckling? Tell us." Like, and you're like, "I gotta go."
You mean that thing where you just like say a bunch of mean things about the comedian? They're like, "Yeah, we've been doing that for the last like 5 hours."
It hasn't stuck. He's still going. No, so was it like that's got to be? Did you do? I know that you did the album not too long ago, but
yes.
Did you do any of the kids material, new kids material, or
I'm pretty much doing most. It was most new stuff.
Yeah.
I might you did a Walgreens parking lot.
Yeah,
people like that.
Yeah. Talk about what's going on now. Like my daughter crashed my car. That kind of stuff. But it was interesting though because it's not like fleshed out. Like I'm not like tip top where I want to be. All curse words out. All like you know what I mean. So it's like it's still raw.
Was the curse words out because of the kids or because of the show?
No, I'm saying the curse words are in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My material isn't pristine, which I kind of like actually. Where I'm just more loose and I'm just kind of like flowing. It's not like gotta say it like this, say it like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but also with that comes, I when I'm doing that kind of material, I do curse like.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a crutch.
It is a crutch. Yeah. So I do that when I'm like
fucking So when they were around, like, did they get a kick out of the kid stuff or like? Because when Dom comes to see me, a lot of times she's like, do the wife stuff. Yeah. She's like, they'll like it. Do the wife stuff. They're gonna like this stuff. Do the wife stuff. And she's like, I think I steered you wrong. Oops. No, but like, do you think like next time, if there is a next time that they see you, they're gonna be like, hey, Dad, do the one about the.
No, they will never do that.
Okay.
Because then that'll be them letting me know that they liked it.
Something. Yeah.
Nah.
That is a wild predicament to be in. Like, say, like, your situation, like, the dip's like, hey, do the dip jokes.
Yeah.
And the dip joke starts bombing sort of thing. It's like...
And you look over at him and you go...
Or just in general, they even have to, like, suggest it just, like, you're doing material about someone that's in the crowd and it's not going well. I feel like that's the only justifiable means where someone could heckle you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only justifiable...
It would be up for them to be like, we never said that. That never happened.
Yo, don't be doing that.
Yeah.
That's the only justifiable means. Otherwise, stop talking during comedy shows. But yeah, I could get that one.
Yeah, but I think I should take them with me more often. That way I'll tighten my material quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put some added pressure on you. That was a fun show.
Thank you.
That was a fun show, man. It was like there was people out there. They're engaged, but not in a way that are like overtly engaged. Like they only spoke when spoken to.
Yeah.
Comedy shows really are kind of just go according to how the host makes them go.
Who was hosting it this time around?
Your boy.
Yo.
So you're saying that there was an element that was at this show that may not have been at the other shows that he might be referencing.
Yes, possibly.
Okay. I get it. Well, I think performing in front of family members is hard in general, but while on vacation also, that's tough.
Yeah, that could be tougher.
Like it would be. You weren't on.
We weren't on vacation. This is regular life.
This was just a
Wednesday.
Trip. Oh shit!
This is a Wednesday.
This is
Delaware.
a Wednesday.
I thought because it was Delaware. I was thinking of the beach show for some reason. I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
No, this is the beach show. No, this is just drove down there on the night.
They try to make it look like a beach, though. They try to make it look very Florida-esque.
It's called Crooked Hammock.
Yes.
It's a hammock. It's hammocks everywhere.
And they really are crooked. It really does. You go inside and it's like it feels like a surf shop.
Yeah.
Like, it's very intentional. You wouldn't think Delaware.
But people know that when done right, comedy shows can bring in some people that spend money.
There's a pregnant lady in there. People heard about the show.
The baby heard. The embryo heard.
Baby came through for the show, man. She tried to deny it too. I asked her, I was like, "What's up with that?" And she's like,
"What's up with that?"
I think I maybe whimsically was like, "Is there a pregnant person in the room?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh man, what if she's not pregnant?" It's one of those things where she actually is just has like a little bit of a gut situation, but she had the shape of a pregnant lady. So I was like, "I feel like you're pregnant." And she eventually that's
a bold pry.
Bro, that's why she said no. Yeah. Because she was like, this is rude.
No, you got to have a voice in comedy, man. And so like, I was like, yeah, okay, I think you're pregnant. And she was like, and kind of like, in an almost like shameful way, she was like, yes, I'm pregnant. Now please move on. So I don't know what kind of circumstances she's in.
Might be Jesus.
Ooh. It was Kirk's baby, actually.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm bullying my baby's mother. Like, I'm not taking care of this. Please come to the show.
What's all this bullshit? I haven't seen you in 8 months. What is this?
Please give it up for Jungle Fever, everyone. Get out of here.
Nice try, Diane. I don't know. I just went for a normal lady's name.
Came close to a former dip on that one.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Ooh.
The current dip may be listening.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Producer Pat, if you could.
No, wait. Don't do it, Producer Pat.
Okay.
Look,
this is the dilemma I go through every time I go.
How do you feel about old situations watching your art? Like, how would you feel about knowing that they're watching this podcast right now? Or like they come to your show? Like, how would you feel about that?
In general?
Yeah, it's like a whole situation.
They could come through.
You have no problem. So they're watching right now. You can just freely be yourself and say what you want to say.
Yeah. Yo, shout to Miss Hannis real quick. Shout to Miss Hannis.
You say her name?
Miss Hannis?
Old dips can come through.
Is it a teacher? Who is this?
Yeah, what's going on?
I was getting some business.
Yeah, you're referring to her as Ms. Yeah. That's pretty formal, yeah.
But I'm trying to say though, yeah, if former dips they come to a show and all that stuff, then yeah, Miss Hannis she could come through.
Yeah, I think that would be okay. I think I would do better to kind of say like, look at this shit. Watch, look at what you missed.
Yeah,
look at these
sure, I look worse.
You're missing out on right now.
But then, like, I'm actually audibly saying that, and then everybody's quiet, and you're like, "Oh, am I saying that part out loud?" Like, I would do that. Like, I think I would do that. Yeah, look at that, dumbass. And then I would go home and please my wife.
Yeah, that's me. I think
it would really get me excited. I think to be like, you're missed out, you fucking loser. Is that bad? That's probably bad, right?
I feel the same way.
Okay, yeah.
You want to do everything well in front of your exes.
Yeah,
everything. Like you want to have the best haircut of your life when you run into them.
Yeah,
you know.
Hey, all right. Okay. That's the second hit.
That wasn't for you. That wasn't a mullet hit. Mullet's seen enough. I didn't.
But yes, I know. I understand. Yeah, you want to be your best self no matter what.
Do you think it's better? You're more secure in a situation like that when you have like a current dip that you're like, oh, this is like a situation I maybe feel more comfortable in. When like if an ex comes to a show and all that stuff, and you're not dating a Dijon versus when you are dating a Dijon.
Oh.
Everything is more uncomfortable if you're with someone else.
Oh.
By myself, I'm I'm free as a bird. But like if I'm with so say I'm in a relationship and I'm with my girlfriend, and an ex comes to a show. If she know that that's my ex, she gonna say something. She gonna you know what I mean. It's gonna be something. It's not gonna just be peaches and cream. It's gonna be butterflies.
Peaches and cream. That's a very selective one that you could have chose out of all fruits and creams out there.
It ain't gonna be strawberry velvet. I don't know, but
I've had that. I've had that in two situations. I've had I was dating someone, and an ex's brother was at the show.
That would be weird.
And like his crew was there too. I was like, I make a jump. You were there actually. It was one of your. It was in not one of your shows. It was in Carlisle. And I
remember the show. I remember that. Yeah,
I almost had because I wasn't eating a lot that day. I almost had close. I came to a panic attack.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm a little lightheaded.
I really was. I asked like the server, was like, hey, I didn't get food, but can you bring like cheese or anything like that? So she gave me some cheese.
He was in there eating crackers.
I need a plate of cheese real quick.
She asked me before. She's like, you okay? And I was like, and I've had like an ex just come to the show too.
No, I'm not okay. I can't talk right now. Just cheese. That's a really weird request, but I understand.
We were at a winery.
Yeah, it was a winery with cheese.
Yeah.
They only had cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
Do you have any chocolate? I need a little chocolate.
Should have got the fondue.
That would be weird. An ex's sibling or parent would be weird. But ex, I feel like I have the opposite as you. Like I feel more confident, like because I'm happily married for 15 years. I get to be like, oh look at this one.
Yeah,
I fooled her. You idiot, you missed out. You could have all this.
Well,
look at all these people laughing.
It's a part of what you're Alan's saying though, right? Kind of like the confidence level. Like if you're with like your situation and all that stuff. It's like so I get that part too.
I would like to strut in front of my ex and also my wife to be like, yeah, that's right. We all know who's coming home with this.
Yeah.
With all this.
I like that
this
right
chocolate.
Yeah, man.
Chocolate.
I was in a. It reminded me because I've bombed in front of an ex before, but it's whatever. I do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was bombing this weekend.
Oh no.
Non-comedy though. Non-comedy. Your boy's bombing in karaoke, man.
Ah, dear.
You guys are bombing in karaoke?
Man, of course. Everybody, I don't like you if you don't bomb in karaoke.
Really?
I want you to bomb it. You're not supposed to be good at karaoke. Go get a contract. Go in The Voice or something.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a great point. The people that nail it at karaoke are like, all right, yeah, like we get it. Musical theater. Get out.
I'm impressed when I see one. I want to say karaoke terrifies me.
Yeah, it's scary for everybody. Should be.
Yeah.
People willingly do it. Like people are like, oh, but you do stand-up comedy and stuff. It's like, no, my own material and my own words. That's different than like, all right, I'm gonna confidently sing Cher. Like,
is that what you picked?
No, I didn't pick Cher, man.
What do you think the song you picked?
In Sync.
I give a multiple choice, so you guess which one, which artist.
Okay. Good. In Sync.
Okay. It was either Shaggy, it was either Spice Girls. It was either Robin, or it was either Jay-Z.
It's easy.
Not Jay-Z. I don't think it's Jay-Z.
It's easy.
What? I'm going to say my vote.
That's easy.
I say Spice Girls.
Okay.
It's Shaggy. That's the only one he won't pick Spice Girls because he does not know the words.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with the human. Come on, man. You know I know Spice Girls.
I love that song.
But you picked Shaggy.
I would have helped you. If you started bombing, I would have gone up there and sang with you, buddy.
But tell him what you picked.
I picked Shaggy.
Thank you.
That.
Thank you. He's confident in that one, man.
So that's the thing.
Robin, I was like,
I shout to Robin, but like I don't. My plan with karaoke, I've only done this a few times, where it's like I don't go up there and plan on doing the lyrics. That's ridiculous. You go up there and like start singing the lyrics and like doing the song, put your emotion in it. That I'll be honest, that pisses me off. I don't like it.
I'm not as much of a stickler for that part, but yeah.
No, I don't. It's what I saw other people doing. They're doing really good too. Like it was like entertaining, and like some of them were legitimately like vocally. I was like, God damn, you're very good. But my game plan, it's like I can't go in there singing words. That's not hip hop right there. So instead I did Mr. Bombastic. And I just did noises. I just did noises that matched the rhythm of the song. You can put a nice little country twang on it. That's that Texas speaking right there.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking
getting ready.
Yeah, I'm warming up.
That's the thing was because you kind of do a shaggy voice like bota. Like you just do that for like. It's essentially.
I thought he would have been like, it wasn't me, and he just was going. It wasn't me.
that would be a good move. Just like do the hype man version of like each. That should have considered that. No, man. I just went there and just did like noises to it, man, and like so like
people thought you were wasted.
It was like
that guy's hammered.
Honestly, I wish there was more people there because like we did a thing where it was like we're in a booth. Yeah, so it was like for like a friend's like birthday situation. So there's like 7 of us.
Okay.
So it's not like a crowd. If there was a crowd, I could like play with that dynamic. But it was just 7 of us.
These are the other people you came here with.
Yeah. And then they love karaoke. That's their.
Oh man.
So like so I go in. I'm like and I'm doing that. I want to say for the first minute, cracking up. They're like, man, we're digging this. That song's 4 minutes long though. So like,
oh man.
So like by like minute 2. It starts getting a little more silent. People are out there like, oh, man, maybe he could save you sort of thing like that. Like some people start walking out of the room and all that stuff.
Whoa.
And it's like, so I'm like, you know me, man. Bombing's not an issue. So I kept going. I was like, no, I'm not going to switch anything up. I've committed to this song. This is a good bit.
Are these close friends or are these like acquaintances?
These are like they're more so like people that I've hung with a handful of times. I wouldn't necessarily like confide in them like like the first people I confide in, but we're getting to know each other and all that stuff. The Dijon was there though. Dijon and the ex-Dip who happen to be friends. So Dijon and ex-Dijon, they got to see me bomb together.
Oof. How were they with that?
They both broke up with him that night.
The Dijon did walk out of the room.
The current Dijon.
Current Dijon walked out of the room. She was like, I conveniently got to go take a dump. She's like, it's a very convenient time to get more drinks. I was like, it would be kind of nice if you kind of back me up vocally on this one, but but it's that's my thing, man. Like I'm fine with it. Like it was like it sucked and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's like I feel like if anything that I've gotten callous from stand up, I'm like even while it's happening, I was like I could survive this.
Yeah.
Well, you chose that. Like it's not. So when you said it at first, like I bombed on karaoke. Like you chose to bomb.
Yeah. Well, the other choice is like not participate because I was like I'm not gonna wholeheartedly go up here and sing Ricky Martin. Like I'm not gonna do that.
You didn't want to do the Spice Girls? So you just did the Spice Girls.
Yeah, I could have. I don't. It's a very vulnerable thing for me, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it, but you said it. You're vulnerable. It's a scary thing to go up there. So yeah, why not be a clown?
It's different than like when you write your name on the list and then they call your name and you're like. And then you're like, it's easier to just go like, we're just having a good time. Nobody's taking this seriously. I wonder do you think they thought you maybe were mocking them?
Oh wow, that's a perspective I didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a couple,
if they're really into it,
if there's a couple of them that are like NBC, and then like you go up there and like, they're like, oh, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like
maybe that's a fun perspective that I did not think of, and maybe it's a side of it that like maybe because I came out thinking like, oh man, could have used more support on that.
Come on, guys, you don't like that?
But I like infiltrated something that they're really into,
you
and maybe
them.
No, they over there preparing for the karaoke Olympics, and you over here just messing around.
This isn't a game, Kirk. This is really important to me. Finals are next week. You know what I mean? Like that was you. Like you. I think that was the thing too. I've done that before where I'm like, oh, that's stupid, isn't that? You kind of dismiss something, or like you're like, oh, this is silly. Where I'm
right,
like, and then like somebody it means something a lot to them or something like that, and they're like, man, I don't know, this is really important. I want to do this for a career, and you're like, this is a weird story. This is not karaoke related, but I got fired from a law firm, Belts and Ruth. I worked in the mailroom, obviously, but I worked for like a couple weeks, and I remember one day one of the people that was going to be partners came in, and this big lady that like was again like right under Belts. It was like Belts, Ruth, and then this lady, right? So she's then talking about her husband and what her husband does, and he's like, oh, he's in entertainment. I was like, oh, what's he do? And she goes, oh, he's a professional ventriloquist. And I go, because I thought she was joking. And I was like, okay. And I was like, is he Jeff Dunham? Because that's the only one that exists. And then but she was like, she was not like she was very offended. And I thought it was going to be like, I know it's silly. You got to understand when you say professional ventriloquist, that sounds silly. Yeah. But it's also like, and you're a lawyer. I went like this. This is what did it. I was like, I go, who's bringing home the bacon there, huh?
They were like, not you. Goodbye.
Yeah. I was the next day. My parking pass was revoked. They said, man, we're gonna have to ask you to
really over that.
Yes. Yeah. It was.
Wow.
I did a lot of fucked up shit there. That was the thing I got fired for. So.
Wow.
Whoops.
That's
sorry.
That is a wild thing to say. Seriously.
Yeah, I didn't know I was. To say it like earnestly, like my husband is a professional ventriloquist, and I will not have him mocked. Like, okay.
Could you imagine marrying a ventriloquist?
No, that's why I laughed. It was like, really? It would be like if somebody was a professional Kirk at the karaoke. You know what I mean? Like if somebody was a professional, like, bah, 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 it would be funny and entertaining, but it would also be like, I'm not. I don't know if that's it. If that's your profession.
I feel like that. I would like my Dijon was a ventriloquist. I think that'd be kind of cool.
It would be cool.
I think it'd be kind of nice. Like a little. I'm thinking sexual situations.
Is she?
You want to be a puppet? Is that what you're saying, Kirk?
Like role plays. I'm the puppet.
You're Darius.
You're the puppet.
Yeah. Shout to Darius real quick. Yeah, no, I would definitely be the puppet. I'd be the puppet, but also like if the puppet was like in the room, sort of thing like that.
Puppet.
I don't think
he's understanding what I'm saying.
Oh, like if someone's putting their fingers up my bottom, stimulating a prostate orgasm. Is that what you're? Yeah, I mean that's
getting you to sing.
I mean that's a vulnerable thing too. That's a vulnerable.
We're talking about vulnerable situations.
Yeah, man. I've talked a bunch at nauseum about men's health and the power of the prostate orgasm, but at the same time, pulling a partner into the situation, that's vulnerable.
Is men's mental health awareness month
again?
Really?
It's still June.
Oh, that's like idea. Like again.
Really?
Yeah, we don't talk about it enough because pride.
It's like 26. It's like the 26th.
If you're a gay man, that's like the best.
I've been struggling here, man.
You've been struggling with your mental health, but it's been hella parade you walking around in thongs.
Man, oh man. I mean, sure, I've been like happy and like.
I'm thinking that's probably like the best thing. Like if you're like a gay man and this is like Men's Health Awareness and Pride Month, it's like, oh, that's neat.
Yo, if you were a gay black man on Juneteenth,
oh my god,
you gonna just combust and turn into sprinkles or something.
The powers are gonna ignite at that one. Go Power Rangers, but it's only the black one. It's like
no, yeah, that's just
yeah,
sorry.
Okay, so let's see.
Topic change.
Yeah,
I like how all the segues are super smooth except for the one that I'm on.
No, but you know what?
I feel like this is my
full transparency, right?
Okay.
So I told you before I've been running the show. I'm literally running the show right now.
Yeah. He's been addressing messages
and like people things been happening that shouldn't be happening. It's hard to
wait. Is there a show that you're like navigating right now?
It's happening right now.
It's literally happening at 7:00.
That's the beach show. That's the beach.
Who's hosting for you?
I got my host. She running the show every day, every month.
He's virtually hosting right now.
I book it, but she's running it. Izzy Berger. She's out of North Carolina, but I think she's moving to Dallas or Austin.
Nice.
This in October. Damn. Yeah, so she's very funny.
Izzy and Pat.
Izzy Berger. She's good people. But yeah, something's been going on, so I've been doing. That's what my transitions and my segues have been. Have non-existent.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me.
It's I leave the segues up to Alan. That's like his thing. But I pop in here and there, sort of thing like that. But
one was seamless.
That's practicing.
You know who had smoothest segues and transitions? Do you know who did?
Has to do with hip hop.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, the pop out Juneteenth Ken and Friend show in LA at the LA Forum was amazing. I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it on YouTube like 3.5 times.
Oh my goodness.
The whole thing? It's on YouTube?
The whole 3-hour thing's on YouTube.
Oh wow.
I watched Kendrick's performance. Kendrick's performance is an hour and a half. I watched it 3 times.
Nice. Oh.
I watched it before a show and I went up there and I crushed it.
Like fucking like motivate.
No, I was like, yo, they not like us. I crushed it. Yo.
Man, it's crazy how big that song has gotten. Crazy how big that song.
It's weird how many he did it 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
And then united Bloods and Crips on stage. Everybody danced, took pictures. It sounded like
Is Kevin Durant upload?
What? I thought
Kevin Durant was not there.
Kevin Durant was not there?
No.
Oh.
Really? Who was there? I feel like Kevin Durant was there.
Who else you think was there? Let me just hear who else you think was there. Because Kevin Durant.
I'm not getting this question.
So tell me, Kirk, who else is we all looking like? Who else is there?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Durant.
Nope.
LeVar Burton. He was there. I'm pretty sure Don
Wayne
Lemon,
Brady.
he popped in. Wayne
Wayne
Brady was
Brady came in.
definitely there.
He was
Pride
there.
Month, he was there.
Yeah.
Right, Mom.
And health. He's healthy and he's prideful.
Yeah. That's very
And
prideful.
he's a man.
He's a man.
No,
proud
it's
of
I thought that was there, but if not, again, Bloods and Crip conglomerate. Shout out to B-Dot.
Basketball players that were there. Russell Westbrook. It's probably what you're thinking about.
Is that what I'm thinking about?
Yeah, it's probably thinking about.
Larry
And
Bird.
DeMar DeRozan was there on stage too. You probably know DeMar DeRozan. LeBron was out in the audience.
Oh my goodness.
LeBron was out in the audience.
Isn't
think he was
LeBron and Drake are like boys though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Was he having a good time? All 5 songs.
Oh yeah. Oh, he had a good time the whole 3 hours.
See, maybe that's the thing. Maybe you should have done the Shaggy thing 5 times in a row.
Should have really commit to the bit.
One time, just have them do it. You guys do it.
So that could have been a move I'll consider, man. Yeah. He describes this as a Drake's funeral. A lot of people are describing it as that. He did it 5 times. Dr. Dre brings it out. One thing that I thought was notable, there's a lot of notable things. One thing that stood out to me was that, like you mentioned, there's a lot of people out there that have been associates of Drake. LeBron James, they're in multiple photos and all that stuff. In terms of like friendship, what's up with that?
I think that both those guys are just too big to beef. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like they're above. LeBron's LeBron. He's gonna be cool with everybody. He can't beef with nobody. He's LeBron.
He's a celebrity.
He loves everybody.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody he don't get along with besides like Price, Skip Bayless or something. Yeah, but like it's
You don't think Drake feels away? Like, yo, LeBron, I was just texting you the other day. We were talking about new pianos. Now you out here
Drake
celebrating.
wears Toronto Raptors jerseys, and he was celebrating their win when they won the championship, right? Would LeBron be right to say, hey, man, why are you celebrating this other basketball team's victory? I'm a basketball player, and I'm your friend.
That's true. If they're doing back-to-back, if they're going against each other like one-on-one, though, if it was like the Raptors versus whatever team LeBron was on, that would have been a little like...
He would have to do one of those split jerseys down the middle.
No, but I get that part a little bit, though.
If LeBron, so that was the case, then LeBron couldn't go to anybody's concert because Drake's beefing with like so many people still. You can't go to the Weeknd's concert. You know what I mean?
Drake is beefing with a lot of people. It kind of makes it, if you're gonna play Allegiance, you're gonna not be able to enjoy a lot of music.
Yeah.
So if there's anything, maybe he's gonna just not listen to Drake anymore.
Oh man.
So listen to other people.
Yeah, man. Just gotta be careful with that. I don't know if anyone's checked in on Drake. I know he did a song talking about butt lifts. And then that was the last thing I heard. I think he put like a bunch of money on a UFC fight.
He always does that. That's so cool.
Yeah, he's very. And Kendrick kind of called him out on it, said like, "You're not good with money."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
Jeez.
don't talk about
Enough
camera
already.
like
You
that."
already called me a pedophile. Please stop.
You guys see the video of like a bunch of kids singing "Not Like Us"?
No.
No.
Really?
It's like they're like in like a play center sort of thing. It's like a birthday party, like for like no more than like 12 years old. These kids are wilding. Like it was like they were doing like the Kids Bop version, kind of being quiet during the cursing, but like they were, when they got to the point of like the A minor, they're like, that's my part.
That's us.
Like, hey, me.
They're pointing at it.
Over there shaking their ass to Drake and all that. Like, you can't get this, Drizzy. You can't.
Yeah, that's. I think that is kind of weird. But it's funny that it became such a hit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just the fact that, like I was saying, like that the musical, the main sting from the music is stuck in that is just in a loop in my head all day today since watching the video where he does it 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but that is, to me, that is commitment to a bit that you haven't seen since Kirk at karaoke or even like Andy Kaufman. Where he's like, run it again. You know what I mean? Like it's this thing where you're like, damn, where is he gonna stop? Why 5? Why was 5 enough?
He's making a music video.
Of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
No, not of that from the concert, but he's making a music video of the song now.
Oh.
But that would make sense though if he
did it 5 times in a row
for a video from the
Yeah.
concert. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clips from the concert in the video.
It has to be.
It's like just cuts to LeBron in the middle of the video. It's
Going
like,
like-
damn, LeBron's everywhere.
Like, not me.
Is that Kevin Durant? No.
Do you know who he does have in there though? In the video, apparently that Bobby Antonoff,
Bobby, is that his name? Anton. That little white girl that be doing
she was doing like the videos,
the podcast like Funny Marco do.
Yeah, she did like the big her big breakout video was her doing an interview with Drake. Then she took the interview down, and there's all these allegations of like that she was with Drake and all that stuff. And then she showed up at his concert, and then like there's a lot of like negative connection between the two. So she showed up to Compton for Not Like Us. This seemed like a tactical move.
Man,
I didn't think about all that.
Yeah,
I did see the videos that she was out there with them, but I didn't think about that. That's why.
yeah, I assume so.
Because Drake, the reason that she's famous.
Yeah.
is everybody just like is it just the fact that Drake's just not cool anymore, or like did nobody ever like Drake?
Drake's never been cool.
He's Canadian, right?
Drake's never been cool.
He's been Canadian the whole time. Everybody doesn't realize that. You can't be
He's-
cool and Canadian. Only Ryan Reynolds is doing that, and it's very close. He's family.
What about the
friendly.
Biebs? The Biebs is Canadian.
Not cool at all. What? No way. That guy's weird.
It's funny you got your measure for cool is you pulled up Justin Bieber was the first one.
The Biebs. The Biebs.
Yeah, not even Justin Bieber. The Biebs.
What about the Biebs?
Shout out to Storage Dates Pierre though, like GSP. I'd say cool Canadian right
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Not cool. He talks about dinosaurs a lot. I'm
It's
really
very
into
cool.
dinosaurs, and he also believes that he was abducted by an alien, but he definitely has CTE.
He didn't take too many strikes, but
He took a lot. His last fight in particular. Either way, I digress. I feel like every time we're
I know,
almost
right?
taking it, I'm like, oh, I'll take it down there. Stick with uncool Canadians.
Yeah.
John Candy was pretty cool too, but he's dead. So
who's that? Jim Carrey.
He's Canadian?
yeah, he's pretty cool.
I didn't know that. That's the thing about Canadians. They don't look like they're from somewhere else.
They walk among us.
Yeah.
Just like us. They look just like Americans.
Yeah.
It's like Men in Black.
You hold up a little.
Flash
You shoot Drake's head to grow back.
It bleeds maple syrup.
It's a terrible stereotype to spread about Canadians. We do not want people.
Please don't do that. Yeah, we're not advocating that. We're just saying, hypothetically, allegedly.
that visually it would be quite the sight. It's, but no, I think a lot of people with Drake in terms of being cool. I think Drake has carried a stigma with him throughout his career, whether it be like for allegedly having ghostwriters, for kind of adopting different languages or dialects, for being on a child show, which Degrassi, not bad. There's always been kind of like a stigma with him where it's like, oh, you're maybe not being authentic Drake, and perhaps you don't know who authentic Drake is. So I think that's a big part. And also he's huge.
Yeah.
He's like number one on a lot of different ways. So I could see how you may have a lot of people that may oppose that.
Yeah.
I stopped liking Drake when I found out he didn't write his raps.
I think a lot of people.
That's
felt
the
that
moment he battled Meek Mill, and I love Meek, but Meek lost that battle. But what come out of that battle for me was that he didn't write all of his raps.
Right.
You can't talk about you this and that and the GOAT and all that, and you don't write your raps. That's crazy to me. And
agree with
after
that.
that's when I realized, like, oh, he's just an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's-
he's a good actor. He's
a great
pretty
actor.
funny.
He's great at it.
Yeah.
He's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't put Drake in my like top 5 rappers, but like in terms of like, oh, this is like a, kind of like elite. Not I won't even like reduce it to party music because like he does say some cool lyrics. Other people may write it on occasion, but like I feel like
Performs it well.
yeah, I feel like it's just like elite, elite. But I want to say, for lack of better words, party kind of non-in-depth hip hop music. But he has potential to go in depth at times.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does.
I think
That 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I like that.
I don't know. What album was that on?
That was-
Which mediocre album did that come out on?
It was on one of his newer ones, and I didn't listen to the full album, but then like I listened to that song, and he was every bar. It was crazy, and he has songs like that where
That's
it's like but some people may
But
write it
does
though.
he?
Right, that's the thing, though.
So it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been in the back of my mind. It's like that was hot, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
who helped him write that?
that's the thing. I don't. So for me, I'm like I don't qualify him necessarily as like, oh, this is like someone like my qualifiers for like top MCs or whatever. Not necessarily him, but I'm okay with him being in the atmosphere.
Like an artist, like a pop artist, but maybe not a rapper.
Yeah,
right?
but he's rapping though.
He belonged in the same category as Beyonce.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Yeah.
I've actually said that before. I remember Drake put out a dance album, and everybody's like, Drake's putting out a dance album. What a fucking loser, piece of shit, and all this stuff.
It was Alan.
And I'm like, yeah. And then like
Episode
Beyonce does it, and
46.
everybody's like, oh, this is amazing, and it just sounds like RuPaul songs.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same fucking thing.
It's
Beehive,
very.
he did not mean that.
I did.
No, I mean that's RuPaul had a few songs that
I like RuPaul songs.
It was very much like kind of housey sort of thing. Yeah,
housey.
I thought it was a shot.
No. It was like it's just, but it's like this is if you're talking about dance music, this is the most simplistic dance music. Like it's like one of those things.
Someone needs to sample that. You gotta work.
Yeah.
That would be a cool sample.
That's a good song.
Yeah,
But that's the thing is like Drake. I feel like would always get criticism because he was phony. Because he was trying to be too hard. But his actions in real life were way cooler than what he was like rapping about. Do you remember the story about him putting hot sauce in condoms?
What?
Yeah, I heard that.
What?
Is that true?
Yes.
That was true?
So what he was doing was after he would have a relation with a lady, he was to make sure that she didn't, because they would take the reserve and put it.
They're looking for a turkey basters.
Exactly. So he, as a precaution, would tie it off, but also put hot sauce in it. So when they go, ow, they go, what are you? And he'd go like, well, don't fucking do that.
And they must be thinking like, what's in Drake's semen? What is in here?
Does your nose not work? You don't smell.
I look at it like I don't know what kind he's using, but it's like,
Ooh, blood.
you know what I'm saying? Like unless it's like a Carolina Reaper, or maybe I don't know. I just go into my barbecue sauce knowledge.
Hey, it's green, not red. It's okay.
You need to pass the test to get into Austin to name all the barbecue sauces. There's the Carolina Gold. You got your Memphis barbecue, the sweet stuff.
Stay away from hot sauce, dog. You're gonna faint.
Mesquite. Mesquite.
Skeet sauce.
Skeet. No. Oh, that's what the kind of stuff.
Mesquite.
Oh, okay.
Mesquite.
I thought that was the kind of hot sauce that used.
Skeet sauce.
That's how they didn't see it. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but I didn't think the story was confirmed, though.
I look.
I feel bad for whoever can confirm that.
Drake, he could be like, yo, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I guess, but I think at this point, you got to take credit for that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's well.
That's not. I'll tell you why it's not cool.
Why?
Because anybody know, not anybody, but I know. All you gotta, semen isn't alive forever.
That's true.
Right.
It lived for like 20 seconds.
Right, but that's
So,
not
like,
his fault. That's their fault.
But what I'm saying is, why is he doing all this?
What do you want him to leave a biology book instead? Like that's like. This is actually how the semen works, and this is how long the spermicidal.
But what I mean is, he did this for what reason?
But it's like a precautionary measure.
For a
because
precautionary
apparently-
measure, yeah.
Because a lot of times I don't know how much of a myth that is, but people say like you take out trash, you put it in, and then there's a very low chance, but a chance nonetheless that it could be fertilized. But you're right, though. A lot of times there's not a lot of life to it.
But also, I don't know if the hot sauce stops that. I think it just punishes them.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're
Is
right.
this a
Actually,
punishment?
now I do see it. You're right. Actually, maybe I might
It's
be.
just a punishment then.
I think Alan just exposed me to be a sociopath, and I guess I'll go admit myself into a psych ward or something.
why you got hot sauce in
I
your
was like
pocket.
going like, that actually makes him a pretty cool guy. And
Yeah, you said it was cool.
Yeah, I did say it was
And
pretty
I was
cool.
trying to let you know that. I don't think it's confirmed.
Hey, producer Pat, can you cut that out?
Nice.
I had to get one in. I'm probably not going to take it out.
Pat, we're going to keep it.
Yeah, honestly, this is like I said downstairs. This is how we learn. We make mistakes. You're either you either win or you learn.
No losses.
There's no
sort of
losing.
thing, man.
No
It's,
losses, only lessons.
We won't go too far into the MMA circle sort of thing, man. But speaking of winning and losses. Speaking of winning and losses, man, the UFC 303 coming up this Saturday, and a lot of people are highly anticipated, and still are, perhaps for different reasons, though. Originally, it was stated to be the greatest comeback in combat history. The return of Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, welterweight division.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is going to lose.
Okay, that's just to get an idea of that right there. All right.
So far,
The other guy's black, right?
All right, Iron Mike. Yes.
I can see. Iron Mike. Yeah.
No. He's not.
His children are.
Yes, he adopted black children. So that's cool.
Oh, yeah. You already know who I'm rooting for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about this. Don't wager bets and all that stuff because the fight has been canceled. Not even postponed indefinitely.
Oh, canceled.
Well, they haven't put a date to it, so it's like
he just blew his mind.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like I thought they said maybe September or August. But
so Dana White said
it?
Dana White said I'm not going to make any moves until Conor is healthy. So he's very much like I'm not even going to talk about it until he's healthy. But for those that don't know, it's not happening this weekend due to a toe injury by Conor McGregor in training. Conor McGregor, known for his footwork, his kicks, and all that, so not going to do it. And this has been on the boards for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the date. They're going to do it. First time Conor McGregor's ever dropped out of a fight on a signed date, so that's a pretty significant note right there. How are you feeling about it? Were you excited about this?
Honestly, I'm over the like Conor McGregor served his purpose in MMA and still has a place to continue a legacy in MMA with I feel like ownership, training, mentoring, stuff like that. He mentors a lot of female boxers from Ireland, male boxers from Ireland, fighters and stuff like that. He's got his own whiskey brand. He is working on so many other things. I think his contributions to MMA I have come to terms with them being over, I think, more than him or any other fans. I don't have any, he's like in his, it's 32, still plenty of time, I think, or 34 or something like that.
Conor McGregor 32?
He's young, very young.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
he's still
pretty
pretty young. But he's still very young, and also, he has not, when people say he has nothing else to prove, he literally has nothing else to prove.
Right.
Even if he really loves this, he needs to find a different way to contribute to the sport, because I will say this is the thing that I should probably take out, because this is the thing, a person that looks like me saying about a professional athlete, even if he's 6 years retired or whatever.
You're in the league though. You're in the midst. You could talk a little bit.
I broke my toe 2 weeks ago.
What?
I took 1 day off of training and then started training again.
Yeah.
It's a broken toe is not that big of a deal. I saw his toe. I can show you a picture of my toe. It looked pretty much the same. It's purple, looks fucked up for a little bit. You take it easy for 1 day, then the next day you can start training again. I worked both of those days still, even. Conor McGregor. You're a millionaire.
You fought Michael Chandler.
This is what I'm saying. I understand. He doesn't want to fight injured anymore. I think either there's more than the toe. Like when Dana White says he wants him to be healthy, maybe he means from substances.
That's what I hear people
Maybe he's
say.
got
That.
Issues.
A lot of partying.
It's gossip, but I feel like
melatonin.
that's he's overdosing on melatonin.
It sounds like you're injury shaming.
Yes, I absolutely am, dude. The fight is next Saturday. Is this Saturday?
It was supposed to be.
And
Yeah.
he broke his toe. That's why he couldn't do the press conference a month ago. Dude, a month. It does not take a toe a month to heal.
All right, okay, and let me tell you, how long does it take, Pat? A day?
Yeah.
I broke my toe too.
Super Bowl, you broke your toe.
I broke my toe when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I broke my toe in a parade.
Ooh.
It was the best pain I ever felt.
The greatest ever. I got run over by the parade.
Just trying to plant my feet or whatever.
You're trying to climb a pole.
Okay.
No, I wasn't trying to climb a pole. I was
He's trying to do a backflip off a horse.
trying to flip a police car. Broke my toe, but what I do remember though, it was broke for a while. Ain't nothing you can do. It just has to heal.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing to it. So I don't know, man.
I would say too, one thing for this one. It's Conor's defense. I mean, I think they still could have done the presser if they thought that we can maybe do the fight, then it's do the presser, and the fact they didn't do the presser makes me think that they already had it in their minds that the fight was gonna be canceled. I will say with Conor McGregor though, he's more of a striker versus a jiu-jitsu type of thing. So if you're a striker and you didn't his last injury was on that foot, he broke that foot, and I get why you'd want to be more protective of that. So I'm all for the idea. I think the unfortunate part of it is that it's been postponed so much and it's been so prolonged, and Chandler's been waiting for this so long, where people are getting a little bit more fatigue for it. So that the timing of it is unfortunate, but I can't knock someone for not wanting to go into a bout like that, feeling like you want to go in straight.
Pat's no, go in there, hurt, just take it on the chin.
I think it's one of those things of there's been, so I've asked plenty of times coming back from injuries and stuff like that. Again, just training as a portly gentleman 4 or 5 times a week.
Portly.
Yeah,
You're not portly. Aren't
That's I like the use of portly. Right there.
I thought portly meant like short and fat.
I guess. Well, rotund.
Is that what that means?
Is that a nicer way to put it?
Rotund.
I've grown out of husky. I can't use husky anymore. That's for kids.
I've grown
I was going to call you petite.
Oh, I'm not a petite gentleman.
you're-
You flatter me, Mr. Griffiths. Come on.
You petite man.
But as a big guy who competes rarely, I will say that. Yes, I understand that the grappling, and he doesn't want to go in injured. But a lot of times, what was suggested to me is at a certain point you have to just go. Like if you wouldn't be questioning it if he was dedicated to coming in, being like a broken toe is going to keep me from fighting now they canceled it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those things that like I think there may be something else. It's none of our business really, but also I really don't think I don't feel that he has to do that, but it's not up to me. It's up to him. I think either way when he comes in, there's a weird conspiracy I have that he's doing this to try to get Michael Chandler out of fighting for so long that he will be as rusty as he will be.
Or get Michael Chandler to fight someone else. That way he could be like, all right, well, now I'm available.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz, so are you. And it's like,
oh, look at that. Oh, look who's here. You know what I mean? Or there was somebody else that said he really Max Holloway said he wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
I actually would prefer to see
But
that
Max
too.
Holloway would beat the shit out. Conor McGregor has not fought in a long time. You know?
So like you're saying, he should just hang it up and be a coach
He should...
or commentator or something.
He could do a ton of things. He could be, like you said, he coaches a lot of the box stuff and just being there and all that and all things that he could put money into.
Boxing, yeah.
I will say I am on the side of I would like to see Conor McGregor fight at least once. More since he's like you mentioned, he's young. He still wants to be active. He could still train, and it seems like he wants to do it. So as long as he wants to, I think he's still pretty entertaining, and it's a spectacle when he shows up.
Yeah,
there's a lot of energy when he's in the building.
Yeah, it is different. It's different to watch a Conor McGregor card because they build a huge card around him. That's what I'm saying. He does a lot for the sport, but it's like also he is also partial owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
You could do something with that. Like Platinum Mike Perry right now is slated to fight Jake Paul. He's replacing Mike Tyson.
Do you hear about that, Tyson?
No, Tyson back though.
Yeah.
Well,
they replaced him with a different black guy.
That's
Michael Perry.
That's funny. Well, apparently they're going to postpone it because I think that's still set for November.
Yeah.
Tyson versus Jake Paul, but Jake Paul's like, I'm going to fight this other guy. He's a former UFC fighter that's now into bare knuckle boxing. He's doing very good in it.
I think he's going to beat the brakes off.
He's a legitimate, very good. It's all a matter of weight class and glove ounces too. But that's the new bout. So if you hear your kids talking about Jake Paul, they're also talking about Mike Perry.
My kids don't talk about Jake Paul.
Good.
Really?
That's what we need.
That's
No, but I didn't. So the Mike Tyson fight still going on. He's gonna do a fight right before that.
He's apparently
In Tampa.
yeah.
They switched it from Dallas to Tampa.
Yeah, they're worried about people fainting. I don't know how people do
it's
it.
worth it if it's Mike Tyson, but if it's just Platinum Mike Perry and Jake Paul, then we got to take it to Tampa.
Yeah, so that's not bad. It kind of ties into the whole idea of comedians getting these little rumbles prior, setting up a show. Mm-hmm. That could be a thing.
Rumbles prior. Who got in a rumble?
No, I mean in terms of organized.
Yeah, the
rumbles
fight
on there.
The fight that I want to put together.
That rumble.
My comedy fight club. That's actually a fight club.
Yeah, if you're a POV sort of thing. You watch 4 comics. Then right before the headliner, they bring up Brandon Dunbar versus Kyle Neff Muay Thai, and then after that, they bring the headliner.
You can also
up.
have slap fights.
That'd be degrading.
You got to hold a pool noodle behind your arm.
And comics would do it
that's
too.
Insane.
Paige Van Zant's doing that.
I saw.
That's a fun MMA news. Paige Van Zant, famous OnlyFans model, as well as former MMA star and bare knuckle fighter. She's been everywhere. She's gonna get into slap fighting.
Good luck to her. Her CTE.
That's it. Some people already have it. That's why they're getting into it.
That's
how you get into it.
They're like, this is a good idea. I'm surprised Greg Hardy hasn't done it yet.
They going the slap is going to reverse the CTE. What if that's the cure to CTE? It's just getting hit harder.
And he's just like, oh dear.
Man,
I've been doing this whole time.
someone that we mentioned Harder, man. It's someone that's
Pause.
went through a little. It's no pause on this one, man. Maybe pause the time because this person that I saw them in the news. I know we don't really talk about them much, but Justin Timberlake. Did you guys hear about this one? Justin Timberlake, he's out in the Hamptons having a jiggy time.
He's bringing DUIs back.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I tried to get it in.
Yeah, it's karaoke right there. He is so. It was interesting to see the correlation between Justin Timberlake getting this. It was like I think DWI. I don't know the difference between DWI and DUI, but I saw driving while versus driving under. So I don't know what the difference is.
Me neither. I don't.
Yeah.
I've always wondered.
I'm glad I don't know. I gotta say, like, but so the mugshot, he looks like he's having a night. And then I don't know if it's after, or have you seen the footage of since then?
Oh, he was performing?
Was that after? I think there was.
Well, he walks out like
and he's like
released.
He's walking through the crowd, and he's like, or walking like along the front of the thing, and he's like kind of singing to people but like he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't blink the whole time, and he's like.
I was like bloodshot reds, like wide, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so like I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's alcohol or if it's alcohol plus.
Alcohol plus.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's definitely
that's a rebranding of cocaine right there. Alcohol plus.
It's like before you go out, you have like a Lunchable of drugs. You got like a long.
yeah. Just a little bit.
With alcohol here, with a Coke over here.
That doesn't matter. What is this?
It is another example of like seeing how the internet runs with things. Like, oh my goodness, how people like. I'm not saying that's even good or bad, but it's just like.
What do you mean?
Like in terms of like in like how like the production of the memes so fast.
Yeah.
Of like how fast things are made and like how like it's like most people found news from like a meme.
Yeah.
That's how it works in meme world.
Yeah.
So I was a mememer. I used to be a memer.
Yeah.
Right, where and for real.
But you were making your own meme sort of thing. Like
that's how memes are made.
No, but I'm saying though, like
it's a meme maker.
Real comedians over here. Real comedians.
Somebody makes it.
No, but I'm saying like yours is like original memes where like you're in the meme versus like
you mean like you screenshot it?
Not even so. What I mean is I do meme myself a lot, right? But even before that, like way back in the Instagram days, like we make memes of like everything that goes on, and the key was to be first, like the best first. So it's like you gotta. Some shade room post some. Oh, shade room. Boom, boom, I'm going. How can I make it? How can I make it a meme? Like your mind. You know how your mind may think. Oh, this could be a joke, or this could be. Their minds are straight to meme. Like, how can I make this a meme to be the first best?
You're like Justin Timberlake got a DUI. Baby ain't no lie, baby DUI.
That's not terrible. Let's go with that.
Make it.
That's
out there.
Damn it.
That's well, it's true. That's why you see so many memes with like autocorrect or like grammar errors.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Like, I love that when you're just like, I'm not like, and you know it's so funny too. I know you do this where you go, I'm not gonna like that. Because you misspelled that.
Yeah,
that's not a good joke.
It's
messed up.
Try harder.
It is glaring. There are times where it is glaring with that. Some other memes I saw going around, man, and this is more like a video one. I keep seeing this young lady with the Hawk 2 girl.
Oh Jesus!
The first time I heard about this was actually through Keith Parnell last week.
That's funny.
He kept mentioning Hawk 2. I was like, what the heck is that? What kind of Delaware slang is this? And then like the next day. I see the street interview. It's this girl, and they're asking her what could make a man go crazy, and her answer was, "You got a Hawk 2 on that thing." Which, if you just spell Hawk 2, it's like, what is that? And then you say it out loud. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
If I may, I just want to clarify, at least as far as from my point of view.
Whoa!
If you spit on me, I'm gonna hit you. Don't spit on me.
Producer Pat,
please.
If Dom, if you're watching right now,
please don't spit on me. Like I get it. I get the feeling. Also, I don't believe she ever does that.
You don't think
she does that.
The idea of like,
I think she knows it. I don't think she does that.
You think she was doing a little humorous falsehood?
Yeah, I think she's heard her brother say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Like, hey, sis, you got to do this. Like,
you got to do a little. Like, that sounds like a guy that's never gotten. Like, what are you doing? Like,
well, it's the difference between like spitting and like that's like a loogie situation. If you're like clogging up like a.
That's what a hach is. The hach is that part, and the tu is the.
Damn, maybe what if that feels great?
I'll miss out. You know what? Write me a letter about it, how awesome it is. But like everybody doing it. Even Bryce Harper did it. I saw. That's his new, instead of the shimmy, Did you see that?
You guys gotta live.
Wait, Bryce Harper did what? Wait,
you guys gotta live.
You like getting spit on?
Like
hey, look.
You guys gotta live. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say any sort of take on this yet. However,
you're right.
I'm also, I don't mean, spit's fine or whatever, but it's also, there's ways to do it where you don't necessarily have to spit if you got the right kind of situation and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. If you're doing stuff right, I don't think you need to.
Yeah. But there's also nothing wrong with it too. Like, it's.
So that was my take.
I lived a long 36 years.
Yeah.
I'm open to a lot.
Rode hard, put up wet.
Open to a lot of things.
Do a lot of them are just being spit based. That's
It's the huck part. I don't like the. It's like, oh no. If it's a thing, yeah.
You got
like sunflower seeds.
Some you gotta pick on them, and some you gotta. You need more
all
spit
right,
than others.
all right. I don't need the judgment with it. I'm grossed out by it. Okay, there's not a size thing.
That's probably why you disgusted by it. It's like
you know what
it's all over my stomach now.
Yeah, come on. Why'd you do that? Why'd you got to do that? You got it on my sheets.
Yeah. What if instead? That's why you got to. Yeah, what if instead you get take a swab of water, swish it around your mouth for about 30 seconds, then just have that fountain out.
Give me the Triple H. Give me the. I'll take that. A mist. Yeah, I'll take a mist of water. But if you're you know what I mean? I don't. That's just me.
Are you sick?
Yeah. What are you doing? Didn't you have Dr. Pepper before this? I don't want you to it's like the. Because it's
sugar.
It's you know
you know
what I mean. You get that caramel. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are in this experience and they hear the Hawk 2 situation. They're like, oh well, maybe that is a move. People are trying out spitting for the first time, and
their aim's all off.
I know.
Like,
Hey girl, that's my knee.
Hey man. Hey, I didn't feel anything. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I haven't lived. You're right, Alan. I
think we did solve it though.
What is it?
Yeah.
The grossness?
You like a more of a.
Yeah. Or Triple H. Like I said, either it's one or the other.
You can't afford anything more than that.
Yeah, I'll take it. Look, hey, I'll take the judgment. If that's what it is, if it means that people won't spit on me, anybody, including Dom, anybody. I don't want anybody to spit.
Alan, you out there spitting on people? You do
No, I don't do that.
What?
No, I will never do that.
You don't spit on people?
No.
Really?
Why would I do that?
Because that's what the key to happiness is, apparently.
Oh, well, the idea is yes, for the male.
I'm not
you could
dealing with men.
No, but I'm saying though it's everything though. So theoretically, if you're giving fellatio to a man and you wanted to get it wet, you spit on all that stuff.
Not you.
But you could just also just do things with your mouth to get it that way. The spitting is just kind of like a supplement. What's to say that's not the same for a lady?
Dog, it's not the same, dog. Have you ever?
Yeah, as I was saying it, I was like, I've never done that.
Have you ever went down on a woman? That's not how it works, bro.
Well, if you want to be crazy spice about it, you can spit on the vagina.
It doesn't make sense.
It
doesn't make sense.
I'm not like loogie or anything like that, but it's like if you want to be extra about it.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
I'm saying you could be extra with it, sort of.
No, you can't.
You can be extra.
It's different.
Why?
Because y'all take you to health class?
I gotta tell.
No, I gotta take you to health class.
I gotta tell you.
I'll take health class.
Yeah.
You been to health class? 11th grade.
Man.
Health class. Whatever grade they teach health class nowadays.
Drake.
Woman. So you enter. The nothing on the outside doesn't matter to them. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like
really?
I think that it does.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Like you have to do things.
Right here.
I'm not getting to it. My kids are in another room.
That's right. Holy smokes! I forgot all about that.
You didn't forget about that.
I did not remember your kids were here, and I'm talking all this crazy stuff about like all the vagina and all that.
You forgot?
I'm talking crazy right now. Your
yeah,
kids
I'm saying. I know. We all know that though.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I could have been given a refresher on that. I feel kind of wild saying that your kids
give you a refresher.
A refresher would have been nice. A refresher would have been helpful.
Hey, the person you seen an hour ago is still here.
But we're in the zone talking all that stuff. We're in the zone and all that stuff, man.
This is awesome. You really forgot?
I mean, in this subject matter, it wasn't the first or second or third thing on my mind. And now I feel a little ashamed that like your kids may hear this or thing like that. Huh?
This is so good. This is the best content we had.
This part
No. This is the best content we had in the month.
Yeah,
I thought I was just trying to be. I was trying to be vague with mine. Did I do good or did I didn't?
Yeah, I thought we were doing okay.
I wasn't getting like too crass, but like I was about to get into a very crass situation.
It's been crass.
Yeah,
it's been crass. It's been crass, but I think that is the funniest thing that your memory is that bad.
Not even memory. I was just we're in the zone.
We're in the zone.
we're in drive mode right now.
You know. And you did say biology class, so like that's still okay.
That's a health class. It was a health class.
Yeah, either way.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
We could just go with that then. I don't even want to discuss that anymore. Sheesh.
Hilarious.
Topic change.
Yo, that is the funniest thing. You might need to go to the doctors, bro.
Did I tell you I started taking a new medication. I started taking a Protazin for night terrors. You know your boy gets night terrors.
Yeah.
So I went to a sleep doctor, and they're like, "Oh, here's like a new medication that you can consider." And I tried it, and one of the side effects is that it lowers your blood pressure. So I took it one night on a Sunday, and then literally on 2 separate occasions, I thought I was going to faint. Like I was about to faint.
That's why he keeps asking me about fainting.
Bro, you got to be on faint alert.
Night terrors?
Yeah.
You seen The Man in the Hat? I've been having. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't heard of Man in the Hat. I've heard about the man with the lumberjack jacket.
Aaron Rodgers. You probably are familiar with
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers has not reported apparently to whatever
training
camp he needs to, because during the off season he went and did an ayahuasca trip.
Well.
And apparently now he's been seeing the Man in the Hat
in his dreams.
Has been following him.
So he can't play football.
I guess I have no idea what this is, but I thought it was a night terror thing. So is it similar to that?
It's a thing where there's a few sleep phenomenons. Man in the Hat's one. The one book that I was reading was talking about the lumberjack one, and then someone actually told me about how they're like they thought they saw a ghost, but it was man and lumberjack. So there's a few different theories. One, the idea of it's being a mythical thing, and then you go to sleep, and in sleep world, these entities exist, and they visit some people. Or it's a thing where people hear about it so much, where some people just happen to have it in their consciousness.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, so like you keep hearing about Slender Man, Freddy Krueger, they pop up in your dreams, sort of thing like that. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is definitely real. Beetlejuice is real.
He's coming.
Beetlejuice. So shut it. How many times did I say it just now?
It's done now.
Oh goodness.
Guess what? You're gonna have to start a new medication.
I want to let people know. I stopped the Protazin. No, stopped Protazin after day 1. It was like I can't be out here even close to faint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's wild out here. I'm not doing that. Can't be in the kitchen eating a snack and be like, oh man, I gotta lay on my back now.
Yeah.
You should look up natural remedies for night terrors.
Bro, trust me, it's been a journey. It's been a journey since I was like 11.
Damn, since 11.
Have
Jesus.
you tried natural?
That's the new wave now, man. That's I won't get too far into it, but yeah, that's the new wave. Like trying to really find a deep-rooted issue as to what's causing it.
Yeah, man, because the medicine is just medicine is what it is. Like it ain't helping what the problem is. It's just going to try to control it. And you're just dosing up whatever you're taking.
Yeah. My mom thinks it's the devil.
That makes sense. I think that's mom's specialties.
Mom, what can I do about this ingrown?
Have you had any water? Try some water. Yeah. No, it's a demon. Holy water. Drink some holy water.
Put some Robitussin on it before you go to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
That may be the move right there.
Some Tussin on your head. Just rub it.
But I want to know, man, do you have any, I know you're busy with like all like the pack and all that stuff and just what comes to going from state to state with cats, but are there any few last things you want to do in the great state of Pennsylvania before you leave?
We've kind of been doing that. Like we've been going to like the places that we like to like that would be exclusive to here, like Permanente Brothers, something like that.
What
is a fun? It's like a Pittsburgh-based place that
sandwich
place,
sandwich shop.
Yeah.
They got the world famous sandwiches. They put the coleslaw and the French fries on the sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like that. It's kind of like a chain around here, but it's mainly based out of Pittsburgh. We went to a Phillies game for the first time.
Yeah.
I became a Phillies fan the end of last year.
I was surprised when you said it was your first time. I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm like I was into baseball when I was younger, but like I've grown to be more of a like that's I think now my hockey. I got a hockey team. I got my baseball team. I'm still not huge into football, but I'll root for the Eagles over the Bucks probably. But just basically just hitting a lot of the places that like are regular places that we would go. We went to High Note Humor in Jersey.
Oh yeah,
for John's mic. That was a lot of fun. That was cool. Being in Philly in general was cool. Like to visit that one more time. But basically just going to like mics and like just doing the things that we do here and enjoy here. We really love living here. There's just too many good opportunities in Texas to like not try to do something there before, you know what I mean, like planting roots.
Yeah.
So like, so we're not really. I don't feel like it's a solid goodbye, but it's like a goodbye for now kind of thing. But I think that's. But really, I just hanging out with friends. This was really cool to say like, to do it in person, but also like just I've just been trying to spend time with like the friends that aren't going to be living there also. You know what I mean? But you guys are always welcome, obviously. You just have to deal with the cats, obviously.
No, I'm coming. You already know how I move.
Yeah.
You know how I move. I'm going to book me a show.
The next podcast we're doing, he's going to be booking a show in Austin on the phone.
You think I'm playing? I need some. I can't say it on here. It's gonna blow. But I found some like places, some this thing where I can stay certain places. Man, I'm about to be everywhere. Y'all think it's a game? I'm gonna be in Austin. Watch.
Yeah, and that is not like, again, that the people that we have said that to, we're not just like giving that out to like, that's not an open invitation.
All the listeners.
That's not like, hey, if you're in Austin, hit me up. Like, they'll be like, cool. Do you want to catch lunch? You know what I mean? Like. That we are getting a 2-bedroom apartment so that if people come down and they want to like spend time there and don't want to have to worry about a place to stay, we'll have a place. Like, again, you just have to deal with the cats. That's it. So,
I hope you got air conditioner, man.
Oh yeah, dude. We're central heat and air. That's the beauty that I did miss from living in the South. Was almost every single building you went into had central heat and air. So, like, that's the thing that's, like, the wall units here are, like, you guys are fucking crazy. Like, when I get heat indexes, when I first got here and I saw, like, heat index, warning, it's going to be 95. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But that's because you guys don't have fucking ACs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was at a comedy show last night upstairs at the Ethiopian restaurant. Very fun show. However, if you sat down in the crowd, it was like,
yeah.
Really?
Just one unit? We need to maybe get little 3 units right now. It's like a packed room. It's a lot of body heat going around right now.
Yeah, I think.
Also, I'll spit in that fire. You know what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what it is, dog.
I thought you were coming around. You're going to try something new.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna be sad to see you go.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be really. It's, what do they say? Bittersweet. Another thing, I get that, like, kind of thing, because like we're not unhappy here. We like living here. So it's just, if there's something that if we can better our lives, that's like, we got to go for it.
Yeah.
So it's overall, like, again, then finding purpose and everything like that. Like, I want to, like I've said since I moved here and like I met so many great people since I moved here. I thought that Tampa was the place I started doing comedy. August 14th this year will be 10 years officially since I did my first open mic at Side Splitters in Tampa, and I made good. Cam? Did I ever tell you about Cam Bertrand?
You mentioned that he's like one of your friends out there.
He's gonna be moving in Austin. I met him at the first open mic I ever did. So like, it's like, it feels almost like kind of cool and like meant to be, but it's also like, it's again bittersweet because it's like I wish I could take everybody that I've met that I've enjoyed spending time with with me. Not everybody that I've met.
All those people.
No, there's a lot of duds, but but a lot of people, but a lot of people that I really like. I know, like, because I've said since I've started meeting these people, like, a rising tide raises all ships. Like, I think everybody that I am friends with, I want to see succeed, and not just because it would mean good for me, but it means like good for everybody. That means that there is good. So I want comics to get paid. I want people to get good work, and I want to do something that's artistically fulfilling that makes me money. So Austin seems like a cool place, but I am definitely going to miss it here because like you guys have been great. We don't get to hang out a ton, but like when we do, it's like really fun. Like I love going to UFCs.
Yeah, man.
Hanging out with you. I love like just sitting there and all of a sudden like I turn around and Alan's just like leaning on the wall Like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, and he's like, oh, hey, you're here. And I'm like, you're here. You just got here. Like, you haven't been here this whole time, right? Like, no, don't act surprised because you saw me. I've been here the whole time.
Just creep up in the
I got here at fucking 6, like, but that's one of those things that,
got
like,
there on time.
Like, whether you're, like, promoting it or not, like, you're always moving, you're always doing shit. Like, you guys are both doing stuff all the time that's creative. That's why I've enjoyed, like, meeting the people here, because everybody's making so much cool shit that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're going to continue all the cool stuff, man. You go out there. You better not be a changed man. Or maybe you should change.
Yeah, maybe
Texas should change you.
I should change. At least my haircut, right?
At least the back.
Or should it get bigger? Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
You got to do long hair all around.
I'll go back to that. Whip it around.
It's well, I'm excited for you, man. It's going to be a wild move. Thank you for everything you've done, continue to do, and everything contributed. And, like, we wouldn't have been able to do this and start this without you. You are proper Ebonics and all that stuff, man. So, yeah, we're in the building. It's, Producer Pat in Texas.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Kirk and Alan, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we're around.
If you just, like, suddenly was like, yo, dog,
like,
I'm also moving to, like...
Oh, no, I'm not moving. You know how I get down. I'll be on the move, but I ain't moving.
I'm up for a convoy. We need more people to drive the cats. You know, if you guys want to...
If you need a cat sitter, and you have the AC units...
Yeah. Number one cat sitter. Dude, I've only trusted 2 different people since we've moved here, I feel like, with our cats. And I think it's you and Manny.
Shout out to Manny.
That's Manny's another one. Yeah. Mike, those guys.
Are you going out to Comedy Zone tomorrow?
I think I might. Yeah, I think I'm not leaving until July 11th. So, like, I've got time to, like, still hit those places, but they still get, like, 45 fucking comics a night.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get up early, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just about the hang is kind of daunting sometimes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of... But it's also... It's cool to be, like... It's cool when you... Like, that's a cool thing that I'm looking forward to in Austin is, like, going to a mic or something like that and seeing a familiar face. Not having to worry about... Like, that's one thing that, like, is really scary about moving to a new place, and I think a lot of times is... That's why I do support... Anybody that does want to move out, like, I'd be happy to help with any information I have, because it is a thing. It's involved.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, it's I think it's going to be worth it, because it's going to be a whole new exciting environment, but with those familiar faces.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Pennsylvania's going to be in Texas, man. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see the wave of Pennsylvania making out here and all that stuff, and glad that you're going to be a part of it, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. With that, I don't know if you guys want to let people know about show stuff. I know we didn't do any segments.
Yeah.
As I was doing the sending stuff over, I was like, I didn't prepare any, like, proper suggestions or goals or anything like that. But I think people know what it is.
Yeah. I realized, like, when, like, on the way here, I was like, shit, I didn't come up with a suggestion or and I was just like, damn, now I get it.
People do that?
Yeah. I'm like literally one of those things that I was like, I think you should try Yeti water bottles. They're great. They keep your stuff cold for 8 hours. But it didn't feel right. We flowed.
Yeah,
pretty good here, I think.
It was good.
Yeah.
I think that and you know what's funny? I actually did prepare.
You did prepare? Oh my goodness.
But I don't want to do it though. We'll save it. We'll save it because I do have a new goal that I want to talk about. And then talk about next time, and then we'll. The people can know
the
about
show's going to continue too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to continue to produce the show. Proper Ebonics will not halt whatsoever.
Proper Ebonics.
Yeah,
Proper Ebonics.
Hey, show. I don't know if you heard it. I am Proper Ebonics. Okay? I'll say however I can. But yeah.
Make sure potentially tongue twister, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a while. I know we're, like, rapping all that stuff. Our knees have been going crazy out here, dog.
Right?
Like, I'm just realized, like, I'm trying to adjust myself. I feel like my panties are out.
What do you mean, your knees?
I just feel like my thighs are showing.
Oh yeah, we've got it.
You have nice thighs, Kirk.
Thank you. I know that, but it's like still.
So let them show.
It's like
it's funny. He didn't recognize. He didn't remember that your dogs were here, and then he remembered that he just had knees at the end of the episode. They've been here the whole time.
This is Earth.
What the fuck?
Man, these night terrors have impacted my mind, dog. I think different.
45 minutes ago, Kirk's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Wait, they're here?"
We're in proper box. I was just talking about NSYNC.
Well, thank you for listening, man. Continue doing what you do, whether it be taking vitamins, whether it be taking a trip to Maine. Enjoy your time out in Maine. See the lighthouses, all that stuff. And as always, appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace, Pat. We love you, man.
Love you guys.
Love you, Pat.